Well, let's check out Crypto Dyer. We've covered this guy before. He changed his name a lot, but as soon as you see the video, you're going to know. Mike was asking me before the show, how do you get a girl horny while texting instantly?
Yeah, that's what I was like, dude, I don't know how to do it.
Well, check it out.
Hello guys, welcome back to Alpha Show, a channel that will turn you into...
Remember Alpha Show? You don't remember Alpha Show, do you?
There's two...
He's pivoted. He calls himself Crypto Diary now.
Listen, there's two things. There's two things that men who are something don't call themselves. Alphas or highly intelligent. If somebody tells you that if anyone ever insists that they're an alpha or that they're super smart or that they're a really good person, run, because they're none of those things.
Frozen, you're going to have to return that highly intelligent alpha shirt you got from Mersh.
Okay, I will.
No, it's okay because he got me one.
Okay, that's fine.
It's like a nickname. If he gives me one, then it's cool.
Okay.
I want to go to the gym in a shirt that just says alpha male with my body, and then just like next to all these dudes that are just jacked.
Yeah, it's a good point. I'm giving people a chance to grab a pen here so you know how to get to make a girl horny instantly, okay?
So I go to the gym wearing an alpha shirt and pushing around guys that are like 6'3", 300 pounds. Hey, that's my lat pull down machine. Beat it.
First off, sir, this is a thigh press, so you're in the wrong machine.
You know what would happen, right? The large gentleman would politely walk away from the machine, and then I would start doing lat pull downs, and 2 minutes later, somebody from the gym would come over and go, "We've terminated your membership. Get out." And also, we're still charging you.
On Pizza Friday?
I don't go to Planet Fitness on Pizza Friday. Not on Pizza Party Fridays.
Who are these podcasts? Hey, in the chat, what's up? Have you heard of these guys? Who are these podcasts? Have you heard of them?
I don't even know who that is. Who's Carl? I've been doing this since I was 18.
He says, I'm a super smart alpha, Carl says. Let's see here.
Alpha. In today's video, I'll teach you guys a very, very powerful technique of texting that will make any girl crazy wet and horny just by reading.
But unfortunately, then she's going to hear your goofy voice, and her pussy will dry up faster than the Sahara.
Leave Bali Song alone.
Look, Bali Song is the fucking smoothest operator on the planet compared to this guy.
Good point.
Your texts. So if you're ready to become master of getting girls horny, make sure to follow.
You want to make girls horny, bro? Let's make it them horny. They will send those pictures of their pussies.
Frozen, are you writing this down?
By the way, one of my favorite Royce things that he always does is Frozen, are you writing this down? It always gets me. Frozen, you got a pen and paper?
Write this down, please.
You getting this?
Thanks.
the next steps on how to do just that. Before, I just want to quickly mention our 30-day blueprint to becoming complete alpha male. If you are interested,
can I
check
see what you look like, sir?
No.
First link in the description. Okay, so let's get one thing straight first.
He sounds like a Polish goofy.
Girls are sexual creatures. Girls love sex. Girls think about sex maybe even more than you do. Girls, women, whatever you want to refer to.
I refer to them as women because I'm not a pedophile, but I guess you could do it.
Malus says this has to be a troll.
No,
it's not. We've covered this guy. This guy's legit.
Your sex, as they are not.
Has the guy ever shown himself?
No, not that I've seen. Frozen.
The fucking balls on it. Say what you want about Tusk and fucking Francis and all these other. Oh yeah, we fucking trolled them Friday. But all these other it's like at least they show themselves, right? Like this guy doesn't even do that much.
So I've kind of deep dived on his videos.
Yeah.
There's two voices. Either you get this voice or like a robotic British voice.
Yeah, we've gotten that one too. Something that to point out, guys, and just to tell you when we were bored. After Thursday's show, we were all just kind of hanging out, and it was me, Mersh, Frozen, and Pessy. Pessy hopped into the voice chat, and we were just happened to be just farting around. And Tusk, one of the pickup artists, went live with his buddy, and the four of us, just us four, completely shut down his live stream.
Just four. We didn't even tweet it out. No, it was just us fucking around.
Yeah. It was just completely, he was so angry. Mersh kept going, it's like, hey man, is where I come to crush puss? Like, is this where I do it, bro?
Oh yeah, I was pointing out that they were all sex tourists.
Yeah.
I was like, how is hiring prostitutes in third world countries make you a fucking Chad? And then Royce kept pointing out his fucking, hey, where do you get your fake watches? Because I noticed they fog up in the pool.
Excuse me, I call them timepieces.
He goes, yeah, where'd you get those fake timepieces? Because real ones don't fog up in the pool. And the guy was like, oh no, this is real. This is real. And then I'm like, that's bullshit. The most expensive watch I've ever owned is a shitty $500 Invicta watch, and it's never fogged up in a pool.
Oh, fuck. We were bored.
Pure
I was trying
creatures,
to
men
figure out if you knew Francis.
Oh, God, that's true.
Frozen
Frozen
kept
kept
going,
trying to start beef.
You guys are nothing compared to
to
Francis.
Just Francis is a real alpha.
He's like, yeah, dude, you guys should really learn a thing or
Oh,
two from
fuck.
Francis. Hang on, I want to learn how to make the girls horny.
Okay, you want to learn. We got this.
make them out to be. I hope you already knew this, but I had to make sure
It's not the accent, because the accent, whatever. But it's just that
He sounds like a fucking character on American Dad.
Yeah, oh
You know what
my
I mean?
God. He does, yes.
we are on the same page. And since you already know this, you should also know that every girl enjoys a bit of sexting from time to time, especially while she's ovulating.
See, this is, guys.
Get your kid. Frozen. Write down the ovulation schedule.
This is,
Ovulating. Okay, got
Thank
it.
you.
Gentlemen, men, if you're watching this, I'm going to take the glasses off. I need to talk to you. You should never know or care about when a woman's ovulating unless you're married
Unless you're trying to get pregnant.
and you're trying to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And even then, only if you're maybe having some difficulties doing it,
Right.
right? Because most people, it's like, yeah, we decided to get pregnant, so I nutted in my wife, and we had a baby. Some people that have trouble, they'll start going,
That
"We
was a
got
tribute
time."
to Michael Malus.
That was very, like Michael Malus once said, me and my wife, I'm going to nut in my wife. I'm going to go grab one of those little step stools you see at the library, climb up on there, and mount my wife later. Michael Malus. No, but no, guys, you should, let me tell you something. You want to watch a run faster than fucking the Roadrunner away from you? Bring up ovulating. They love it. Dude,
Let me ask you a question, because Mike, because then now I'm a little confused. I shouldn't chase, like Frozen single, right? Obviously. Frozen, wait a second, Frozen. I'm helping you out here. Frozen shouldn't chase women with their ovulation schedule on a notebook.
You shouldn't have a chart with eggs drawn on it and a calendar.
All right, good.
But
Making sure.
this is literally, guys, I will say this.
Point to a calendar and say when.
No, please don't do that.
Listen,
Don't do
guys,
that.
if you're looking at women at like a Starbucks, right, and you're going, should I go talk to her? And you start going, okay, she's a white girl, times that by, she seems to be ovulating. Okay, socioeconomics. Okay, I have a 37.6% chance of getting a positive. If you're thinking like that, you're not ready to talk to women. Stop it.
Now imagine
Right
everything
now.
you just said and then walk in going, hello, I think you're ovulating.
Hello, are your eggs recycling inside of your body? If so, I would like to sext with you on the telephone. I recently purchased this Hawaii smartphone, and I would like to text to you on it, maybe for you to send me pussy pictures on. No?
It's biology. Before we continue, for those that don't know what sexting means, sexting is basically dirty
By the way, I
text.
just want to point out, you know how I got this chick's number a couple weeks ago? All right. So
Was she ovulating?
She was ovulating.
Okay, good.
It was a buddy of mine that I ran into at the same bar. It's Ebor, you know how Ebor is. So I ran into an old buddy of mine, and we were catching up and having some drinks, whatever. And we're getting rowdy, and he was just hitting on this chick nonstop, and it was like he was just swinging and missing and swinging and missing, and it was funny. So she finally like firmly shot him down in front of me, and you know how it is when you're boys with somebody. You have to be like, ha ha,
Of course.
oh God, and I was like holding my heart and making fun of him, and I was goofing on him the whole time. And then he ended up having to leave because, you know, whatever. He wasn't like, oh, but it was like we hung out a little while longer, and then he's like, I got to get out of here. I'm like, oh, I get it, man. So as he was leaving or whatever, the chick came over or whatever to talk or whatever, and then he was like, and I jokingly was like, hey, when are you going to call me? Because he pulled out that move at one point, and she's like, oh, yeah, give me your phone. And I was like, oh. I was half kidding, and I'm like, yeah, all right, here. And I just she's like, beep, bop, boop, bop, 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 beep. Oh, yeah, just give me a call. And I'm like, oh, okay. See how easy, I don't know who's ovulating. I didn't calculate it. It was literally accidentally just making fun of somebody and them going, yeah, you want to hang out sometime? Here's my number. There you go. I'm like, oh.
Oh, here's another Michael Malus quote. I support gay marriage as long as you're the same race. Michael Malus.
That's not.
That was Michael Malus? No shit. Was that really him?
There is something funny about I support gay marriage as long as they're the same race. It's hilarious.
Let's start doing fake Michael Malus quotes.
Texting. Before I teach you how to master getting girls horny over texting, I want to let you know about few potential problems of why you're not getting any sex. So if you are watching this video and thinking, huh?
Have they heard your voice?
I wonder why I never get any sex from girls, then you've come to the right place.
Thank
You're
God.
not getting any sex because you're probably doing one of a few things wrong. Problem number one.
Yeah, dude, I'm doing something. No, you got it. No, I am the one who might be doing something wrong.
Attraction type.
Number one, attraction type. Okay, got it.
Thank
Trash
you.
man in the chat says you have to make sure they're ovulating. Michael Malice. A lot of Michael Malice
Wow, I
quotes
didn't know
going out
that.
there. Libertas says Michael Malice would love this bit. Well, he's free to steal it like he does every other thought that comes out of his midget mouth. Sorry.
Sexually into you, you probably won't be getting any sex, naked pictures, or
If you're anything like me, you probably will never be getting sex. And that's okay. Back to the drawing board. Where you will draw
Literally.
where you are drawing pictures of eggs and charts and pictures of moons and eggs. Literally, if you're figuring out ovulation, if you are seeing her to maybe have her period during the half moon, then perhaps next month, by the quarter moon, she will be ovulating.
talking from her. But don't worry, I'll teach you how to get her extremely sexually into you in this video. You have to arouse her.
I want to see what you look like, dude. I don't look, man. It's shallow. I want to know what you look like.
I don't think this is gonna work for me. I don't think I can recreate this voice.
No, you can't. Just do your ching chong voice.
In order to get dirty texts and photos from a girl, you can't just attract her. She has to actively
By the way, I gotta correct somebody in the chat.
think
Somebody
about-
said girls only ovulate on full moons. They're not werewolves. I know they act like them sometimes, but you're not. I think you're getting women confused with werewolves.
That was a Michael Malus quote. It wasn't him.
Oh, okay. Are you trying to fuck a chick or a member of the companions?
your cock deep inside her before she'll actively engage you in sexting. And problem number 2.
You come on, man. Right? Told you have to write this down.
I don't remember ever being this horny. Like even as a teenager, I don't remember.
Forcibly. Okay, got it.
Thank you. Thank you. He's writing it down.
I just don't do you even like, because look, when we were young, young guys, I kind of excuse young guys because you are just like a breathing machine for your dick when you're a kid. Like you're just running around trying to fucking fuck. I get that. But like, even at my fuckiest, I was never like this, dude. Why are people like this? Who's saying things like slip my cock into her? I've never said that in my life. I've never gone out. Like, even when I've gone out with friends and been like, yo, let's try to get some, whatever. If we meet some girls tonight, let's try to get laid. Like, I don't ever remember sitting with my boys at a bar and plotting like this and being like, yeah, I'm going to slip in my cock into her. Like, it's this, you're not, why are you like this, alpha wolf guy?
2. Deckless thirsty guys. You go from 0 to 100 way too quickly. Instead of preheating
Oh wow. Okay. Piss is stored in the balls. Michael Malus.
That is good.
That was him,
That's
right?
a prominent Michael Malice quote.
Okay.
I like all these Michael Malice quotes. Keep them coming.
Okay.
the oven, you are way too hungry or thirsty. You throw it in on a broil and forget the oven mitts when you are trying to take it out. You have no patience.
Here's another one. Welcome to Daywave. I'm your host, Royce Lopez. Michael Malus.
Can we just get our fans to start attributing quotes to us that aren't ours, like Michael Malice? Michael Malice's fans are all fucking smooth brains.
or tact. Women love men of action. They love men who go after
Oh,
what
and another
they
thing,
want.
Tim Pool only has Michael Malus on his show because he's the only man in the E-celeb sphere who can physically overpower.
That's true.
It's a true story.
That's actually a quote from Michael Malus.
That's actually cool.
But only if done in the proper manner. Always be a gentleman. You shouldn't ever come off as a brazen or rude social with no filter. For example, this is an awful text to send to a girl. Nice
Okay, this is a bad text.
That's
Ready?
a
Here we
bad
go.
one.
meeting you last night. Can't wait to fuck you sideways later this week. There's no banter. There's no flirting. There's no sizzle. You seem thirsty. This girl will lose the
What is
attraction
a
she has.
Cecil?
It's this restaurant that used to have a salad bar and steaks. They shut down.
And actually, you're wrong. Depending on, by the way, that is a fucking bold Hail Mary that will very likely not work. But again, these guys, they put women into this box and then they go, okay, all women will either react positively or negatively to this. But what none of these fucking pickup wolf alpha weirdos will ever tell you is that every woman is different, and it's any human being you meet. You can take people and break them down into categories of people and have some luck depending on what once you felt them out a little bit. You can kind of, okay.
Or felt him up.
Ah.
Classic Michael Malus
Or you
roast.
put your cock into their pussies. But like you can, whatever. You can feel people out, whatever. But believe it or not, what he just said there with the right chick at the right time, if she's in the right mood, would absolutely work. I had a buddy. Remember Terry McNeely?
Of course.
Remember TV police
I
officer?
see him all the time on Facebook.
You don't see him on TV. Nobody watches The Blacklist. But I have this buddy, Terry McNeely, who I've known for eons, and Royce has known him for years too. And he's a stand-up comic and he's whatever. Well, we were out doing a show. This had to be like 10 years ago. And we were at a bar, the Village Pub on Long Island, doing a comedy show. And we got there early, and we were just having drinks. It was me, him, George Gallo, a bunch of comics, and we're just drinking and hanging out. And these girls come in. And I watched Terry McNeely go up to one of these chicks and go, hey, what's going on? I just want to introduce myself. Could you give them a round of drinks? Yeah, I just want to let you know how you doing. My name's Terry McNeely, and I'm just going to be over here hanging out with my buddies whenever you're ready to make out. And he walked away, and I was like, we were laughing. We were just laughing, like, all right, that's pretty funny, whatever. Before he even got on stage that night, they were making out. He was literally making out with this chick, and I was like, see, if you do it right, and you kind of just busting your chop, you can do that. This guy's totally wrong.
You, if any at all. She will think you think she's a slut and ignore you. Okay guys, so these were the two most common problems of men trying to sext. But now let me teach you how to talk dirty to girls so
Here we
text
go.
get them
Here's the
extremely
good- here's the
horny
good
and
ones.
Here we go.
hopefully get some sexy shots. Be playful, tactful, but slow down until you know her. Now we talked about being thirsty and using tact to get her warmed up. You can throw all that out of the window once you know a girl. Everything is situational, and once you know a girl, you can get away with a lot more than with the girl you don't know too well. There is a fine line with slowly done thought. You don't want to
For example, does this rag smell like chloroform? Michael Malus.
That's another Michael Malus quote. No, this is so wrong. All of this is so wrong. And also, by the way, here's a thought. If you're and you're weird and you follow these kind of guys,
You hear that? You hear that, Frozen?
are you writing this down first?
I'm wrong. So weird guys like me. Got it.
You can do this, and this is a wild. Like, I'm about to give you guys advanced pro gamer moves when it comes to women. Did you know that you could just talk to them like a normal human being for a little while? Like,
Talk to them like a normal human being.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Frozen.
Here's the beauty of the smartphone age, is that you could go out and you could get 100 numbers from 100, and 100 of these don't know about the other ones, right? And then you can just talk to a bunch of them normally. And after a little bit of time has passed, you'll get one of them at least to fuck you. It's not difficult. Like, just talk like a person. Like a person.
Frozen, write down, don't talk like a pirate.
And I don't mean
talk like a pirate.
Thank you.
I don't mean like these fucking these pickup artists that just go, all right, here's what you got. You got to pretend like you're interested in their lives, like you're not just trying to stick your dick in them. So bombard them with questions like they're Trump in the in the White House press room when he was president. Bombard them. What do you do for a living? When were you born? What are your parents like? What's your nationality? What are you doing? So what are you doing around here? What are you doing later? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? They're going to, you can just engage in a normal, instead of going, I must see sexy titties in my inbox and slip in my cock into her vagina. What if you just talk to them? Trust me, most of the women, I've fucked some monsters in my day, whatever. But I've had a few women that were way out of my league, and every single one of them were women that I saw myself having no shot with, but that were talking to me for some reason. And since I didn't see it as like oh man, I'm totally gonna bag this, I just was talking to them and being funny. And then they were like, you want to grab some drinks one day? And you're like, yeah, I'm down, whatever. Just be down for whatever and talk to people like normal humans. You'll get laid accidentally. It's insane. Remember the fucking Israeli? She had to beg me. Oh my
God, I remember her.
She had to beg me to sleep with her because I wasn't getting it, because she was pretty hot. She was an awful person. Very hot.
She was hot.
Very hot. So
terrible human
being.
being.
And she also had a boyfriend who was mad rich. And I didn't even have a car then. So I was like, there's no way this girl wants to fuck me. And she laid down a few hints that I never picked up until one night. I think she gave me a ride home or whatever, and we got to my apartment. And then she was like, I was like, all right, see you later. I'll see you tomorrow, whatever. Da, da, da. And she literally sighed and was like, if you do not invite me into your home this time, I am fucking never going to try again. And I was like, did you want to come inside? It was one of those but again, we were just pals. And then I was like, dude, just be not weird. Just be not weird. Fuck.